Okay, I'm driving now. No, actually, my mom's gonna drive. She's going to San Diego. Bye, Mommy. I miss you already. You haven't left. Yeah, like, inside the house on last night, we were just, like, by the van. We walked inside. You locked it again, or you unlocked it, I can't even tell. What time is it? Bye, Romy. It's 7:09. You're gonna be leaving right now. Said you're gonna leave at 6:30, but too bad. Bye. Hopefully you take care of her. Huh? And
Get up. I gotta go.
I was in a video. So I put it in there.
Okay. Let's go. Give me a hug.
You're a bunch of
Bye, ladies.
Bye, Mommy.
Okay. Bye, guys. I love you.
Bajando con el
Bye. Have you been look at the phone? Remember the things to do for Applejack, okay?
Okay.
Remember the things to do for Sailor's Bear. Remember the things to do for Joy. Put her to bed early and wake her up early. Wake mine up at whatever time you wake up.
Bye.
Wake with mine.
Bye, ladies. Bye, Mom. Bye. I'm on my way to San Diego, and last time I left, the girls weren't at home, but today they were, and they were helping me pack, and they gave me all these hugs, and they're like, don't go, I don't want you to go. Jeremy's like, I don't want you to go. Can I go next time with you? She just found out last night San Diego's in California. I guess she didn't know. But you know what's really cool? It's a little hard to say goodbye. I am fully present with them in 80% of the moments that we're together. You know what I mean? I don't really do work when I'm with them. I try to be as present, and if I don't have the capacity, I try to excuse myself to the side to do something to center or ground or gain more capacity within myself for what is needed to mother. If you know, you know. If you're a parent, you know. Especially if you're a mother, you know. Especially if you're a single mother, you know. You know? But what I really love about them seeing me off to go on my solo trip, just because, is that they see their mom cultivating a relationship with herself for herself. And eventually they'll understand that it's also me in my relationship with God, with Spirit, with the earth, with Mama Gaia, with the ocean, with the moon. Because what? Tonight at the ocean with the moon and the stars and the sky and the entire universe and just me there. Oh my God. Oh my God. But like, they see me doing these things with myself, for myself. My mom was there and she's watching them, and her and my dad are going to drop them off at their dad's this morning because I wanted to leave early to get there early, and I had asked for help, and it wasn't my first choice, but I was like, you know what? They're willing to do it. They're available. I appreciate them so much. Yes, I don't love to ask for help, but yes. I don't know. I just love that my daughters can see me plan a trip for myself, leave, pack, prepare for the trip, go to the trip, enjoy the trip, come back and tell them about the trip. And hopefully I inspire them to pour into themselves in their own lives, especially as they grow up to be women, and if they choose to be mothers one day, especially then too, you know. I'm so grateful for this invitation, for the opportunity for my daughters, for this season of life. Oh my God, like, okay.
I just saw a quick clip of Adele today. She said it's her favorite song to sing. You've been on my mind. I haven't sang this in years. Hold on, let me check the words. Be mine. I dare you to let me be yours, one and only. Promise I'm worth it. I'm not really feeling it. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Old friend, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back. Oh, hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I hoped you see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me, it's not true. It isn't though. I can't even sing. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Don't forget. Getting fucked up. What did I have in my cup? I don't know where I woke up. I keep on pressing my luck. I don't know where I woke up, bitch. Get it together, bitch. You don't know who you went home with, who you went home with again. Was he a friend? Friend of a friend? Was he a four or was he a 10? And my mama wouldn't like it if she knew about all my rendezvous and all my whereabouts. I keep on piling on bodies, yeah, you getting sloppy, girl, gotta stop getting fucked up. What did I have in my cup? I don't know where I woke up. I keep on pressing my luck. I don't know where I woke up. Let me rewind, I was with my crew. Don't remember what was in my cup, but I remember I was flying high, I was flying high, I was flying high. I was seeing things like a sapphire, but bitch, get it together, bitch. You don't know who you went home with, who you went home. I keep on piling on bodies, yeah, you get it sloppy, girl. I know I gotta stop. What did I have in my head? I keep on pressing my, I don't know where I woke up. That's funny. Okay, so I am on my way to San Diego. I got 42 miles on this road, so I should be good for a little bit. My ETA is 12:45. I'm supposed to meet Taj there around 1 at the Airbnb. That's exciting. I just want to talk through a little bit of like just the podcast and what to like, I don't know what to talk about. I probably could have taken some better notes and such. The structure, you know, I do want to. My thought was to ask the guests, what's the most woo-woo thing you've done all week?
maybe we'll start there. You know, maybe Spirit, if you could help me think of a good closing question, either just for this one, Moonlight, or for like all of them going forward, starting with this one with guests, you know. What are your intentions for this month? Where do you see yourself this time next year? And I mean dream big. Like, I don't want to hear the safe answer. I don't want to hear the playing small. I want to hear, like, if you think this time next year you're going to be on a TED Talk stage, say that. If you think this time next year you're going to be a 10 millionaire, say that. If your aspirations are this time next year I'm going to be living on the moon, say that. Like, I don't want to hear the playing small dreams. I want to hear what it is. And if you want to stretch it out to 3 years from now, that's okay too. But, like, where do you see yourself in the not too distant future, but still a little ways ahead, you know? We don't play small around here. We do not play small around here. I'm so excited. This is so cool. Oh, 22111. I've been seeing angel numbers everywhere, all of them. I saw 8s, I saw 9s, I saw 3s, I think 6s were the only ones I haven't seen yet. I saw 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 7s, 8s, 9s. I saw 10, 11 today. I saw Joy Toy. That was cool. I literally cannot make this shit up. I wouldn't even have thought about that myself. But my guides are really funny. That's where either I get it from or that's just why we aligned. Like, they're fucking hilarious. First of all. Okay, so what are your intentions right now, like in this month? And where do you see yourself a year from now? How do I want to start it out? I want to know, okay, we only have so much time. I would love to sit with you for days and talk about water, you know, or like I think it was in last night's class where you were like, I could go on for water for hours. And I would love that conversation. But I want to hear about you as a little girl. Like, what stories stand out to you to where when you think about your upbringing and you as a little girl, what details about your life as a little girl feel significant to how your personality was shaped, and maybe challenges that you had to experience to be able to grow in resiliency, in order to now be the beautiful soul and strong, self-aware, like, leader and person and woman that you are. Okay, let me just intro this a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't do my homework. I like to kind of embody these, and we've been hanging out a lot in class as community for a while. I watch a lot of your content because duh.
Um, where do I begin? Okay, how do I introduce you? This is Taja Moore, founder of Becoming No One, founder of Arkara Soul School, soul doula. She's lived many lifetimes, many different iterations of herself. And I feel like all of us who are here alive in this time and space not only chose to be here, but got chosen to be here. Got the privilege to get to be here as a human being on this beautiful, sacred planet at this time and space. Okay? I love how you talk about the earth, Mama Gaia, and it just being our home, our bodies being our first home. I would love to get into the elements. There's so much. Okay. Just overall, like, reservoir of information. And okay, what is your human design? Are you a manifesting generator? You are a Taurus sun. I don't know your moon, and I think you're a Scorpio moon, I believe. I don't know your rising. Lots of earth, I know. Kind of immovable. How did your relationship with spirit begin for you? Was it through religion? Was it through your mom? Was it through your grandma's? How did your relationship with the unseen realm begin, and how did that unfold throughout your life? And was there like a moment that was kind of like a trigger to your awakening, so to speak? Meaning, when did you open up more to things unseen, and how did you decide to let yourself engage in that way publicly on this public platform? And did you have to battle like what people would think about you, or were you just kind of always like, you know, I've heard you talk about like your no season of like kind of battling the people pleasing tendencies that you had habits of, like many of us either also did or continue to battle. Oh man. Okay. What is your favorite animal? And why? What is your favorite way to ground? Earlier this year, you posted a video about kind of your intentions for the year and all these different things that you were interested in. I know you mentioned like candle making and roller skating, and this is not an accountability check, but could you just go over some of like your just joy passions, like joy for the sake of joy? You know, I love how you talk about your ancestors and how they were just like, offer your joy to me, offer your joy to us. I love that. And just different ways that you do that. I know you just had a birthday and you planned a really great, joyous weekend. But yeah, like what are your favorite things to do? And what things do you look forward to doing maybe in the coming months, now that summer's here, almost summer solstice is upon us,
and probably be outside a little bit more, literally. Yeah. What was your relationship with money growing up? And did you have to overcome any sort of things like scarcity tendencies, mindset? I did most of your series on Lemuria when you were doing those on YouTube Live. And I love so many of the insights that you shared, like the rose flame lineage, and gosh, there's so much information. Your brain is so big, like your memory and your capacity to like hold it all. I'm like, I don't know if impressed is the right word. I'm just like in awe, like quite literally, like you're not just your capacity for knowledge and your innate wisdom, but also like your devotion to your work. And like I know you recently posted a video talking about marriage as slavery, and I think a lot of your capacity to be so productive and so efficient in your work, because there's so much that you do, is also, and like so much of your inner work as well, and your spirituality and the rituals of your daily everything, is because you're with yourself a lot. Like you're single, you're not pouring out into a partner. And I'm not saying like it's just a different season, you know what I mean, where you can cultivate all these things in your own energy, and that you're like creating. Do you see yourself like seeking for a partner anytime soon, or like okay, I'm in a year of devotion to myself, and I'm starting out this like single season, and part of me, like when it started, I was like, you know, I do want to call in a great love, like I'm not going to settle, right? And I feel like it's coming in, and now I'm like, first of all, I'm not ready. You need to wait till at least next year. And second of all, I don't know that I ever want to leave this space of like, granted, I haven't known a great love. I've only known unequal reciprocity, which has been really painful. And being with partners who don't have the capacity to see me or to hold me. But like, even if the ideal partner showed up, I got shit to do, man. Like I'm building so much, and normally in a relationship I pour out so much. I don't know what it's like to receive. And like, how do you navigate this? Like, is this something that like you're just planning on being single for a few years so you can like really build this and get it off the ground? Because personally I feel like that's what I need to do. Any thoughts, any advice? I do know that I never ever want to be married again, and I really don't want to cohabitate with somebody. Although when I fall in love, I do love deep, and I do like the idea of waking up next to somebody sometimes. Meaning, if we ever do cohabitate, which I have $3, I don't love the idea of that. But we need to have our own rooms. Period. Maybe our own houses in the same land. That's just what it is. Oh my God. Oh man. Okay. You posted a video one time, I saw it on YouTube, and it was about acknowledging privilege and lack thereof, and in particular to Black women, and how you're the most oppressed people group in our society here today, because you're Black and you're a woman, you know what I mean? And even me, my parents are from Mexico. I grew up in Aurora, Illinois. I was born there. But even me, I can recognize a distinct difference of privilege that I have as opposed to a black woman, especially living in Arizona. Like, I'm surrounded by my people. There's also a lot of white people, but like, you know, honestly, when I see a black person in Arizona, like, I love it. But also, like, it's not very common. It's like, oh, cool. Like, that's beautiful. I love that. Hi. I've always, the world has always shown me that it's white people and then the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't really seen it as divided like that, of like, it's white people and everybody else. And so for me, like, I grew up with just really great association personally with black people. Like, my mom used to work for a family, these two doctors, black family, African American, and they were so good to us. Like, they were just so good to us. And then they moved and they referred us to their friends who was also a doctor, and she basically helped raise their kids. She would clean their house and nanny for them, and I would go with her on summers. I would go with her every day to help her. And they were really good to us. And so I just always had this really great association with African American people. Like, I could feel the innate divinity, if that makes sense. Like, I just have a really deep reverence for not just people, but also like the culture. I have so much appreciation for the contribution to like music and art and comedy and entertainment and so much more, like literature, poetry, inventions, like just so much, you know what I mean? And so when 2020 rolled around, and after George Floyd and everything was going on with the police riots and all the police shootings and killings, and I was just like, what the fuck is wrong? We're like, why is there so much hatred from white people to black people? And then I saw this one video of this guy, and he was talking about the true Hebrews, true Israelites, and how black people were the true Israelites, and that's why they were so hated. And like, I'm not like anti-Semi, but like, he was talking about that, and how I was like, that makes sense. The only reason why people would be so fearful to have to kill a whole, basically genocide of people group is because of extreme fear to be found out for a lie. I was like, that makes sense. And then I watched that that video, Nick Cannon's interview on his podcast that got him canceled for a little bit, with the professor. He was talking about like white people in the Caucasus Mountains, and how basically the lack of melanin was a deficiency. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, that makes sense. And I understood it more of like the fear. I understood that the hatred was a fear. And still, obviously, the most wrong thing, but I was like, oh shit. I see Trump supporters, and I'm like, that's why you hate us. But specifically black people. And I see and acknowledge the privilege that the privileges that I have over a black woman, but you know, and you know, I'm a server. For a living, I acquiesce to people's energies and personalities, right? And I'm growing out of that. But like, I kind of have a softer personality. I'm growing more into my voice and being more assertive, but I wasn't always like that. And so I was easy to run over. And so it's very different than the stereotypical like mad black woman, which I hate that. But like, you have to, you know what it is? Okay. This is what I appreciate so deeply about black women. I love the way black women take up space. I find it inspiring. I love being exposed to it because I feel more empowered in my permission to take up space. If that makes sense. In my voice, in my energy, physically, with inconveniencing other people, so to speak. I love that. And at least for me personally, in my own exposure, in my culture, in my family, like, I don't have a lot of that with women. I don't have a lot of what that looks like with women. I think that's so beautiful and necessary. And I have 3 young daughters that I'm raising into women. And it's like, I need to find that. You know what I mean? At some point, I'll let you talk. It's a conversation. Can you talk about, I don't know, I think I just want to acknowledge what you said about it is important to understand the reality that oppressed people have to start at a deficiency of opportunity. They have to struggle and fight so hard just to get to a neutral level in their life, in their healing, in anything. And it's like people, when they downplay, when they say, oh, like, they talk about, I think you're talking about the guy that you saw the thing the other night, he was like talking about racism and how, like, it's not about being a victim, it's about acknowledging the reality of the world we live in today. Like, bro, how are you gonna, like, deny that this is the truth? I don't know. And you see people who do get privileged, like white men, like white women, in different respects, because women across the board, you know, we live in a patriarchal world right now, and we're paying the price for that, all of us, including Mama Gaia. But, like, I can't sit in it too long because it's honestly quite infuriating. But I just wanted to, since we're here having a public conversation, just acknowledge that like, it's so true. And is there anything you'd like to say about that? Is there a question here? Could you speak to that a little bit, of just like that? I'm such a dork. I'm used to having solo conversations. I do a lot of recording for posts and things like that, and I'm gonna preface this with that, like, socializing again. Like, I've been in my own bubble for a really long time. I don't have really any friends, besides my sisters, my daughters, and my mom. And, like, you know, that's funny. This. I'm driving right now to San Diego. I'm on a 2-lane highway where we go this way and they go this way. We're right next to each other. Hold on. Okay. I'm on my way to San Diego. I was just driving on that 2-lane highway, and this fucking car switches lanes into my lane to try to get in front of the other car, didn't see me, is accelerating probably at like 80, 90 miles an hour towards me, and finally sees me and has to swerve back into his lane, almost flips his shit over. Smoke in the tires, all that, right? Probably about 100, maybe 200 feet in front of me. I'm going probably like 70. And okay. I had a little brace in my body, like right here, right afterwards. Mostly I'm just pissed. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You could have killed me, fucker. Like, literally, stay in your fucking lane. Not today. Not with me. Get the fuck out of my way. I was pissed because I'm like, you could have fucking killed me. But in the moment, I literally almost like pulled out of my body and could see it happening. And I was like processing, this car's coming towards me. This car's coming towards me. And I hit the brakes a little bit, which that wouldn't have done anything. I slowed it down a little bit to give him more of a chance to get over. There's nothing I could have done. Exit 111. And then I settle in. Takes me about 10 seconds. Like, yeah. Yeah. Exactly that. On my way up here, when I first left, I hear my mom's voice. Encoméndate a Dios. Like, consecrate yourself to God, to Spirit. Say your prayers. I used to ride with her to work in the summers every day. And every day we would pray the way there. It was like a 45-minute drive. We would pray for like 40 minutes of it. My mom taught me how to pray. My grandma's taught me how to pray. My dad taught us how to pray too. All in different ways. But my mom was devoted. Continues to be. I know she's praying for me right now. I know for a fact right now, my mom is praying for me right now that I get here safely. I prayed for me to get here safely, directly. And here's the thing. The way that I am divinely, what is that? I just heard something. Okay, as I was saying, the way I am divinely protected. There's something under my car. God help me. Spirit help me. What do I do? Tiresome sign. Stay here. Okay, literally, I'm recording a video and I'm in the middle of this sentence. The way I am so divinely protected, and then I hear something going on with my tire. I'm like, shit, what is that? I pull over to check it out. Tire seems fine. I don't know. I feel like something like flew up in the car and was just like with the air. It's going like 90. So I pull over and I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if that's a tire or not. The air pressure light is on. It's not even my car, it's my dad's car. I'm like, I think it's good. And then I'm driving, and there's like 2 different semi-trucks at different times that are like swerving into the next lane. And I'm like, bro, are you serious? Are you falling asleep right now? Like a few times swerving. I'm like, what? So I'm like praying that as I'm passing them up, that they don't like swerve into me. And anyways, as I was saying before, you know what? It just feels like I'm just surrounded by so much bullshit. That's what it feels like this last year. And I'm like, am I the bullshit? Is this like a reflection of me? Is that what I'm attracting to myself? Because, and it's like, well, you called in these experiences to mirror to yourself so that you could see yourself, so that you could change and become the person that you're becoming now. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Because I had to be in a connection that I loved, that I adored, and know that he wasn't treating me the way that I deserved, to eventually grow in my own sovereignty and worth, to know and to execute the actual walking away from shit that is less than I deserve. Period. And now I'm in that strong. But I swear this trip up here feels like just the last year of all this bullshit around me. The other one, the car that was coming on head on towards me at like 90 miles an hour. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Seriously, I'm supposed to be enjoying this drive up here. Protected, do you hear me? Is like borderline stupid. Because what do you mean there's a car coming head on towards me at 90 miles an hour, 200 feet away, and I barely flinch? Like, I'm just kind of like watching God, watching the universe, watching my angels. What are you gonna do about this? There is nothing I can do here. There is no amount of defensive driving that could get me out of this. How are you gonna fix this? I got nothing but you. That audacious expectancy, that bold expectancy, and overwhelming gratitude. Like, I am so grateful, is my home. Because I know the prayer I said before I left the house. I know for a fact right now my mom is praying for me, and my abuelitas are praying for me, are covering me, my angels. I don't fear. I know it's going to be taken care of. I heard the noise and I was like, angels, take care of that for me. I don't know what that is. It's giving me anxiety, and I would love to be at peace on this drive up there to this vacation that was a divine invitation for me by you, Spirit. Thank you. I trust you. I trust the invitation here. Sorry. My bad. I trust that you got me. I trust that I'm going to get there directly, safely, and on time. Because I have an appointment to get there on time. I trust that this is divinely favored, divinely orchestrated, a divine invitation. Yes, I know. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. And so, why all the bullshit? I don't know. But like, take care of it for me, because I'm doing my part. I'm going. I heard go, and I'm going, and I'm praying, and I'm talking with you, and I'm grateful. Thank you so much. And I call it in, and I breathe through it, and I alchemize what I can with my breath, with my attention, with my energy. You know? And that's it. I do what I can, and I expect an overwhelming gratitude. I expect to be taken care of. I expect to be protected, to be guided, to be carried. Like, all of it. All of it. I expect that because God has told me. My God. I tell you, I cannot make this shit up. So I stop and get gas so that I don't run out, because last time I almost forgot. Because I'm driving a hybrid. It's not my car, and I'm not used to it. And anyways, I got gas, full tank right now. And I realized that the noise that it was making under the tire was like the thing that fell off. There's like a thing that was like scraping on the ground. And I was like, okay, cool. I just folded it up. I was like, that should be good. And I go to the bathroom, and I come back out, and there's this man like, hey, did you know you have a thing? I was like, yeah, I folded it up. Should be good. And he's like, do you want me to fix it for you? I was like, absolutely, thank you. And this man's wearing a white shirt, like a nice shirt, like a jersey, I think. Maybe soccer, I don't know, Mexican man. Speaks Spanish, big old truck, like, I think it's his work truck, but a really nice truck. And he's on the ground. It's Arizona. It's like, it's early. It's like 11. It's probably like 90s. It's a little hot. We're in the shade, but it was a little hot. And he's on the ground for like 10-15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Gets like all these different tools out. He's fixing it. And finally he's done, and he's like showing me what the problem is. He's like, go here and get this fixed so you'll be fine. Put some red tape on the car. I'm driving my dad's car. He's like, you want tape on it? I'm like, sure, because the bumper's like kind of flailing a little bit now. And I'm like, what do I give him? I feel like I have to give him something, and I'm trying to stand there and like to just receive the help. You know what I mean? But also I feel like oh shit, I'm gonna wait till you go. But also I feel like I gotta give him something, so I'm like just like do while he's like fixing it, 'cause I'm like, I don't know what to do. I can't even help you with anything, even if I wanted to, you know. And anyways, I find something in my cooler. I'm like, oh, I have teas. I can give him a peach tea, a nice refreshing peach tea. Is my favorite. It's cold. You're hot working under my car. Here you go. And he's like, no. I'm like, I insist. Please take it. I'm like, what's your name? Pedro. And he's literally on the ground, and I'm like, I have no idea what to do, and I'm just praying for this man. I'm literally like, God bless his whole family, his kids, bless his wife, bless his health, his entire body, any ailment that he has in his body. God bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, you know. And then I turn on my car, I'm getting ready to leave, and he's like, hey, he tries to stop me. I roll down my window. He's like, can I have your number? Put your number in my phone. I was like, for what? He's like, so I can call you. I was like, no, thank you. He's like, okay. I was like, bye. He's like this older man. He's probably like in his late 50s, early 60s. I don't know. It's like, and you know what's funny? You know what I thought? I was like, that's why I feel like I have to give something. I'm not just going to receive. When I was little, my mom raised me to, whenever we went out with like a boy especially, but with friends, she would always give us money. She always had a little stash of money stored away. She would always be like, here's like $5 or $10, whatever it is. Make sure you pay for yourself. Pay for your own shit. That way, she'd be like, if you're going out with the boy, he doesn't think that you owe him something. Oh my God. Could not make this up. Anyways, my prayers were answered. God sent me an angel to fix my car. I'm on my way to San Diego safely, a little behind schedule, but on my way nonetheless. That was crazy. That was crazy. Okay. It's funny. I could not make this up. If I was writing this as a novel, no way I would have thought of that. Any of that. The almost head-on collision, the tire thing, the guy helped me out. Asked me for my number. Really? Really? I mean, I know I'm cute, but like, come on, man. Anyways, blessings to you, my friend. Thank you. I'm almost at the ocean. Oh my God. This is so exciting. Let's turn left. Oh my God. I could feel it. I could feel the ocean here. I'm here relatively on time. Taj is on her way. We should be getting there around the same time. I wanted to like have time to set up and clear and ground and meditate. Go do some breathing. Oh my God. I'm like by the ocean or something. I'm off the water. It's like a bay. What is this called? Where am I? There's water. There's ocean water. Okay. Gotcha.
When I open up your word, I see an ancient flame running through the ages. It'll never wax away. And when I gaze into your heart, I see an ending love flowing through your bloodstream, through vessels wide as ocean so. Constant is your love, steadfast is your word. It is etched into the sky, cannot be removed like a rose in the morning. As the sun kisses the ground, and within the power. Grace is stirred across the anxious waters. promises, the safest place to be. Lost in the everflow of the voyage you set me on. I trust the story you are writing, Lord. As wild as it may be, I'm safe beneath your wings. I'm swept away in here within the chaos. I will stay like the leaves swept beneath. I'm in the undercurrent and pulls me out to sea. Darkness is the only thing I see. Morn is deep, the moon completely. I can feel your presence. Oh my God, it's for me. I'm not alone. When the waves are roaring, be reminded of the storm rises, crashing on the Oh my God, it's for me.
Just took a shower, getting ready to go to bed, and Jenny said I could sleep with Fluttershy. Is that right? Twinkle Toes. But I had to massage her right here, like that, to help her fall asleep. And Selah had me bring her Teddy, and this one's mine. I picked this up the other day. So it reminds me of my sister Liz, because she loves to sleep. It's her favorite animal. Did you know that koala bears sleep? I think it's like 22 hours a day or something. And then they wake up and they eat right on the same tree where they sleep. She loves that about them. Anyways, good night. Over the podcast. I just got back. We went to go have tacos. Mike's Red Tacos. It's ever in San Diego. They're the best. Been out for a little bit. And then I just came back to the Airbnb. It's pretty cool in here. We recorded the podcast. It's probably going to be at least a 2-part episode because we were talking for like over 3 hours and it just flew by. Amazing. Thank you, Taj. I'm so honored. This Airbnb is pretty cool. I'll probably do some vlogging and stuff so you can see it later. But it's like a loft. There's my bed up there. The ocean is literally like maybe, I don't know, a football field that way. So I'm gonna clean up and organize because I got here and she was already here when I got here. So we just kind of brought everything in and set up. So I'm gonna get situated and then go see my ocean.